And Boeing executives are speaking before a Senate committee today, and on Wednesday they'll face similar questions at a House hearing. Congressman Anthony Brown will be one of the lawmakers on that committee, and I spoke with him earlier. Thanks for being with us. So we heard Boeing's boss today say sorry for those crashes of the two jets and also say the company is learning and improving. What's your reaction to the testimony?
First of all, I think Boeing ought to be sorry and apologetic. 346 men, women, and children lost their lives on two aircraft accidents, one a year ago today, and many believe were avoidable accidents. So as a member of Congress and a member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, I'll be, along with my colleagues, closely scrutinizing and asking sharp questions of the CEO to find out what Boeing knew, what they didn't know, what they shared with regulators, what they may have withheld from regulators, and perhaps most importantly, what can we do to ensure that this type of mishap, these mishaps, these accidents don't happen again.
What's the most pressing question that you want to put to Boeing's CEO?
I mean, certainly some of the questions I want to ask is, was the drive to make a profit, did that motivate and perhaps create shortcuts in terms of safety? Was there sufficient independence among engineers who may have been concerned with the development, the design of the aircraft, but yet afraid to come forward with that information? Did the customers, the airlines, did the pilots who are the operators and the traveling public have enough information about the design, the development, and the fielding of this aircraft? What did Boeing know? What did they hold on to? Was profit a driving motive that contributed to these accidents?
Are you also concerned that maybe Boeing is a bit too close to the Federal Aviation Authority and that this plane was approved to fly before it was really tested?
So there's a lot of concerns among members of Congress that the current certification process that was developed by the FAA perhaps 10 years ago gives too much independence to industry. I think it's important that you strike a balance. There's a lot of expertise in industry that perhaps doesn't reside in government, but the government regulators are responsible for that oversight, for check-in, for questioning, for requiring information to ensure that what we're doing is safe and reliable for the traveling public. So I don't know at the end of the day what the result will be, but that's a line of inquiry about the certification process, and I would anticipate that we're going to see some changes forthcoming from Congress.
And what needs to happen before the Boeing 737 MAX can fly again here in the United States?
Sure, a few things need to happen. Number one, we need the technical experts to say that all of the problems have been identified. How does MCAS, which is a system that is responsible for the mishap, how does it interact with other aircraft systems? And is it now safe and reliable? Number one. Number two, do pilots have sufficient training, background, understanding about the MCAS, how it operates normally, and how it might operate when there's a failure? Do they have the training that they need? So we need the technical sort of check, and we need the training. We need to know that there's training sufficient so that pilots know how to react if MCAS were to fail again.
Congressman Anthony Brown, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.